Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of May 17th. I want to start today by addressing a topic that I know a lot of folks have been talking about over the past couple of weeks. The Bloomington Police Department requested the thin blue line flag be flown at Civic Plaza during National Police Week and Peace Officers Memorial Day to recognize the work done by police and to pay special recognition to law enforcement officers who have lost their lives in the line of duty for the safety and the protection of others. I issued a proclamation for National Police Week and Peace Officers Memorial Day at the City Council meeting on May 3rd, which noted that the city would fly the thin blue line flag May 9th through the 15th, with all flags at half-mast on May 15th in honor of Police Officers Memorial Day. This is the third year that we've flown the thin blue line flag as part of National Police Week. Since that announcement, I've received dozens of emails and phone calls from people who are vehemently opposed to the city flying this flag. I know many people see this thin blue line flag as a racist, divisive, and openly hostile symbol to members of our BIPOC communities. I also know that many people see the same flag as a symbol of honor and support of our police officers. Let me share a bit about how we got here. 3 years ago, the rainbow flag flew over Civic Plaza for the entire month of June in honor of Pride. And I and everyone else on the City Council received dozens of emails and phone calls from people who were vehemently opposed to the city flying that flag. People spoke at the public comment period and told us how the flag flew in the face of everything they believed in. As a result, the city formalized guidelines for the display of flags at City of Bloomington facilities. Under the guidelines, the city can temporarily remove the City of Bloomington flag and instead fly another flag to commemorate an event, to recognize an organization, or for something else as long as it's related to the city's mission and priorities, and as long as there has been a mayoral proclamation or city council resolution. This formal process is in place in order to have a flag policy that is consistent for everyone. The City of Bloomington recognized Police Week with a proclamation, as we have for years. The Bloomington Police Department made a request for the thin blue line flag to be flown as they have for each of the past 3 years, and the flag flew at city facilities for 6 days. Now, I want to be absolutely clear. I firmly believe that the Bloomington Police Department made the request to fly the flag in an honorable and solemn and respectful manner. I don't believe for 1 second that there was a racist or threatening or insulting intent. It's the only flag that I'm aware of that is widely recognized as a symbol for police. And I continue to be proud of the Bloomington Police Department and the work they've done to provide professional, accountable, and successful service to our community. That being said, I know that symbols like flags can be powerful and impactful. And I absolutely recognize and acknowledge that this year, there is much more concern about the symbolism of the thin blue line flag than there has been expressed in the previous 2 years that it was flown. The events of the last year and the use of the flag by white supremacists and traitors during the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, how they have used the flag in support of their messages, combined with the recent nationwide discussion on policing, has made this a difficult issue. What we are committed to do is this. We will engage the leadership and the officers of the Bloomington Police Department in a conversation around the most appropriate way to acknowledge Police Week in future years. We will make sure that before we recognize Police Week again and consider a request to fly any flag, there will be a community conversation about the most appropriate way to acknowledge and to recognize our police officers and all police officers who have fallen in the line of duty, while at the same time acknowledging the concerns of our community and recognizing the vital relationship that must exist between a police department and the community they serve. Let me also offer this. The white supremacists who marched at Charlottesville and shouted disgusting anti-Semitic chants, they carried the thin blue line flag and essentially hijacked its original meaning. We don't have to give up that flag as a positive symbol. We have the power to stop that. We can say no. The traitors and domestic terrorists who attacked and ransacked the U.S. Capitol on January 6th also carried the thin blue line flag, and then proceeded to assault the brave police officers who defended the Capitol. The rioters carried the Betsy Ross flag, which includes the circle of 13 stars representing the 13 original colonies. White supremacists and racists and seditionists also frequently wrap themselves in the United States flag. Those flags carry deep and important historical significance in our country. We don't have to give those flags up as positive historical symbols. We have the power to stop that. We can say no. Thank you to everyone who called or emailed me on this topic. These are challenging times with complicated issues and raw emotions. I absolutely understand your concerns, and I appreciate your input and look forward to continuing this conversation. On Monday night, I also read a proclamation declaring this week, May 16th through the 22nd, as Public Works Week here in the city of Bloomington. Now, typically, this would be the weekend for our Public Works open house, and regrettably, for the second year in a row, the open house had to be canceled due to COVID. And that is too bad, because not only is the open house a lot of fun, it also helps residents understand a little bit better the services that our Public Works staff provide each and every day. A short and incomplete list would include they plow the streets, they sweep the streets, they mow and maintain the parks, they maintain our streets, our sidewalks, and our trails. They make sure that when you turn the faucet on, water comes out, and they make sure that water is just about the best tasting water you will find anywhere in the United States. They take care of our buildings, they keep our fire hydrants working, they keep the streetlights working, they do all of the engineering and planning work needed to get these projects done. Basically, they do all of the incredibly necessary work to keep the physical city up and running. In so many ways, our Bloomington Public Works staff are the unsung heroes of city government. So, in recognition of Public Works Week, and frankly every week, please don't hesitate to sing for them a little bit. Now, you don't need to actually sing. You can if you'd like, but if you see them out working, thank them. Give them a wave or a thumbs up. Let them know that we all fully understand and appreciate that the public works services they provide are an essential part of our everyday lives. That is a wrap on this week's Council Minute. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next week. Until then, stay safe, Bloomington.